I know this is crazy. I know this is crazy, and I'm not talking about my fly ass robe I got from Shanghai airport. All right, I know this is crazy, and I hate when people just put some shit in the title and they don't get to the point for like 10 minutes. They just say a bunch of bullshit. So I'm gonna get right to the point, and then I'm gonna give you my reasons for that point. All right. So, as you read in the title, I'm no longer gonna be using the name Timothy DeLaGhetto. I know. I've been debating doing this for a minute, okay? Like, it's been on my head. I've been going back and forth, but then I was like, all my socials and my branding and all that, and you know, like, I've had the name DeLaGhetto, Timothy DeLaGhetto. I've been using that stage name since, like, I got on YouTube, which was like 2005, 2006. So it's been 14, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? Everything I've done has been under the name Timothy DeLaGhetto. From collaborations to Wild 'N Out to all the other things I do on MTV to everything I've done on YouTube. It's been under the stage name Timothy DeLaGhetto. And as most of y'all know who watch my videos, it comes from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, there was that episode of The Fresh Prince where Will makes up a poet named Raphael DeLaGhetto.
He's a street poet. He's a friend of mine. His name is Raphael DeLaGhetto.
And I used that stage name because I always looked at The Fresh Prince as like one of my biggest inspirations growing up. You know, I felt like Will was an older brother, you know what I'm saying? So I told myself when I was younger that I'm gonna do everything that Will Smith does in his career. I'm gonna do rap, I'm gonna do TV, I'm gonna do movies. And I've been doing that, you know? I'm not on the level that I'd like to be yet, but my rap, I've performed it all over the world. Homegirl music video that I just put out is almost at 1 million views, which is lit. And you know, I've done TV, I did Wild 'N Out, I did a few other shows. I've done little parts in movies, but you know, I'm still working my way up to getting where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the point. The point is, this whole time, my whole career has been based around doing everything Will Smith did and being the Asian Fresh Prince, right? But then the Rona got me thinking, you know what I'm saying? While we're all here huddled up in quarantine, sanitizing our hands, hoarding toilet paper, I've just been contemplating, thinking about life, you know what I'm saying? Thinking of a master plan, you know? And then I realized, like, I started thinking about my legacy. And you know, I started off pursuing entertainment because of another episode of Fresh Prince where Carlton's tuxedo had shrunk at the cleaners. So he ran into a group of nerds at prom or whatever dance it was, and there was one Asian dude in the clique who was like, "Hey Carlton, nice tux." And I remember being like, "Damn, that's the first time I've ever seen an Asian dude on The Fresh Prince," and it's a fucking stereotypical nerdy Asian dude, right? And you know, as a lot of y'all know, that's why I wanted to get into entertainment, because I wanted to show the world that, look, that's not me. That's not all Asian dudes. We're not all nerds. We're not all kung fu experts. You know what I'm saying? We're not all socially awkward and shy around women. Like, I've never had a problem getting girls, you know? And I wanted to show the world that we're not that stereotype. Asian guys can be cool. We can be charming. We can be cute like me. And I feel like I've done a good job of repping for my peoples. You know, whether it's on YouTube or Wild 'N Out, I've been holding it down for not only my Asian people, but my Asian dudes as well. You know, trying to rep. Every time a girl hits me up on Twitter and says, "You know what, I never thought about dating an Asian guy until I started watching your videos," I'm like, yes! I am converting the world one coochie at a time. Another thing I do in my videos is, like, you know, I try to make sure and be proud of my Asian-ness and my culture and my food and where I come from. And, you know, because I remember being a little kid and, like, talking on the phone to my parents and trying to speak Thai quietly because I didn't want the other kids to make fun of me because they thought it might sound funny or whatever. But as I got older, I made it a point to be proud of my language and my culture and where I come from. And that's why I eat, like, especially if you watch the vlogs, you'll hear me speak in Thai, talking about the food, talking to my parents, and loudly and proudly with it. So it's like, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of. And so I started thinking about why I even decided to come up with a stage name in the first place. And, you know, back then I felt like I needed something catchy. I needed something, you know, like to stick out because, you know, maybe people weren't gonna be able to pronounce my long ass last name because, you know, my whole life growing up, back in the day, back in school, when they heard my last name or read it, they would be a little intimidated at first. And then once they learned how to say it, they loved it. You know, people couldn't stop saying that shit. And I had this epiphany, like, if I really wanna get to the level that I'm trying to get, then it's not gonna be a matter of them being able to pronounce my last name or not. Like, they will have to learn my name. You know what I'm saying? They will have no choice but to learn my name and how to say my name. Let me stop trying to have a legacy built on being the Asian Will Smith. And let me just have my own legacy, you know? And don't get me wrong, I know I've been holding it down, motherfucking repping out here in these streets. It's been a long time, guys. I've been out here, right? Killing it, working hard. But I also feel like, you know, you gotta do some things to make you uncomfortable a little bit, make you nervous. You know, nothing's really made me nervous in a long time. And trust me, doing this shit makes me nervous, bro, because it's kind of crazy. You know, here was the plan. The plan was to start phasing it out once I got casted in like a major TV show or a big movie role, you feel me? And I was gonna do the whole Curtis 50 Cent Jackson thing. But then I'm like, you know what? Let me just get a jump on this shit, manifest what I'm trying to do into the universe, and be like, nah, we switching it up. These motherfuckers about to know my motherfucking name. And of course, I know there's gonna be some jokes. You know, ever since I was a little kid in school, people always made jokes. They still make jokes to this day. But you ready? I'm gonna teach you how to say it, okay? And once you learn how to say it, you're not gonna stop saying it because you're gonna love it so much, all right? So in case you didn't know, my government name is Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. That is my Thai name, 12 letters, Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. I used to be in like first grade, so writing that shit out, studying how to memorize it and spell it, alright? CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU is my name. And when I was little, I heard everything from Tim Chimichanga to Tim Shikaka to Tim chant the wrong song. I heard it all, alright? So I get it. I know it's gonna happen, but that's what it is, man. It also kind of feels like, you know, when I say it, it's like it's a nod of respect to like my dad and my family and my people in Thailand. It's like, all right, y'all, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Thai boy, 100%, Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU. And it's kind of like, you know, you carry on your dad's last name and his legacy. You feel me? So it's like now people that know, but Thai people that hear that name will be like, oh shit, he's Thai. I didn't even know that. A lot of people thought I was Filipino for the longest time. Shout out to all my Pinoys and Pinays, but I'm not Filipino, you know what I'm saying? I remember I had a dude come up to me at a party one time and was like, DeLaGhetto, right? Filipino, yeah. But I'm not Filipino, I'm Thai. And plus, you know, I kind of got tired of explaining it because like the older I get and the younger the fans get, like the more of them don't know that it comes from the Fresh Prince. So like they always asking, well, why I call myself that, and then the occasional woke person is like, why does he call himself DeLaGhetto? That's problematic. And are you saying you from the ghetto? Are you using the ghetto to capitalize and ride that for your career? But I'm like, I mean, that's not where it's from. I mean, technically I did live on the east side of Long Beach till I was 10. Some would consider that area pretty ghetto, and I mean, I did go to Paramount High, and some people would consider that ghetto as well, a ghetto high school. But I mean, I'm not even here to talk about that. It's from the Fresh Prince. And since I figure we're all kind of quarantined and staying at home and in a little cocoon, you know what I'm saying, trying to navigate this crazy 2020, I figure what's a better time than now to hit the reset button as Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU and see where that takes me. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said, one of my favorite quotes from Andre 3000. Baby boy, you're only funky as your last cut. If you focus on the past, then your ass will be a has-what. I'm not trying to focus on the past. I'm not trying to be a has-what. I'm trying to keep this shit moving, elevating, evolving, hit that next level. And sometimes you gotta do things that make you a little nervous, make you a little comfortable. And this definitely makes me a little nervous, you know, but you can't be too comfortable. You feel me? You gotta keep rolling with the, all that shit. And don't trip if you call me Timothy DeLaGhetto. I'm not gonna like get offended or anything like that. You know, it's like I'll answer to Timothy DeLaGhetto. I'd still answer to Traffic when people call me Traffic. Oh, and speaking of which, you know, like all my old music is still on iTunes as Traffic, and the like 4 songs I put out under Timothy DeLaGhetto will still be up on iTunes and all that as Timothy DeLaGhetto, like Homegirl, which is almost at 1 million views on YouTube right now. And but the next album will be under Tim CHAHN-TAH-RAHNG-SU as well. Woo! Big things are gone! This is crazy. Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you guys are social distancing and sanitizing and washing your hands and disinfecting stuff. And I just want to say before I go, April Fools! No, I'm just kidding. This is real. This is real. But hey, thank you guys for supporting and following me on my journey and continuing to support through every step of my journey. And I know like the real ones are still going to continue to support regardless of what I call myself. And that's why I knew this wouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Wash your hands. Love you. Peace. Love, peace, skeet, cheese.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.